Hi, and welcome back to PDQ-PD. Today I'm going to show you to do something in Google Docs that's known as forcing a copy. And as you may know, if you work in Google Docs, when you share a copy with a recipient, whether it be a student or in a presentation, the recipient has a version of that that is linked to the original. That is, if you make changes in the original, even after the recipient has it, those changes will be reflected in the recipient's version of the document. There are some cases where you want them to have their own copy, and you don't want the changes to be reflected in their document. For example, if you're sending resources out to a group in a presentation, or if you're sending a template of an assignment to students that they're going to complete and turn back in, you want them to have their own copy. It's reasonably easy to do that. It takes a couple of steps, and I'll show you how to do that very quickly just so you have a frame of reference. But you go to File, you select Make a Copy. The name of it will automatically preset to the copy of name of the document, and then you click OK. At that point, you can choose to move it to whatever file you would like in Google Documents. Now, that only takes a few seconds once people have learned it, but in a classroom, those few seconds can mean a lot of instructional time. So there's a way that you can force a copy to the students that's much easier, and I'll show that to you now. I have a document here that's the Gettysburg Address. Every document has a URL, and the URL is here at the top, and I'll zoom in on that for you so hopefully you can see that a little bit better. Maybe center it a bit as well. And as you can see, at the very end of this address is the word edit. Now, the version you have may have the word view, edit, or comment. And what you want to do here is you want to take this and select the word edit and replace it with the word copy. It's pretty simple. And that's all there is to it. Now, at that point, what you would do is you would copy this URL. Let me zoom back out here. And then you can share that URL you can hyperlink it into a document or an email. You could paste it into a Google shortener and send it out like this. And I'll show you what happens when you do that. I'm going to go to an untitled document here, a blank page, and I'm just going to paste that. And in a Google Doc, when you paste an address and simply hit return, it automatically makes a hyperlink. So you can see I've hyperlinked it here. Now, when I click on the link, instead of it opening the document itself, you'll see that it opens a page that forces the recipient to make a copy. They don't have a choice to refuse it. They either have to close it or make a copy. Then when they make a copy of this document, they click the blue Make a Copy box. And you see it puts the name there automatically. They don't have to select it, and it's already saved it into their Google Drive. So it saves a little bit of time in the saving process, and again, that saving process can mean a lot when you add it into a classroom of students. Now, this process works not only for Google Doc, but it works for Google Slides, any of the Google apps. That's called forcing a copy. Hopefully, it'll save you some time in your classroom and make it a lot easier to get materials out to your students. Have a great week.